Facts Only Test Prep.
Welcome to Facts Only Test Prep. We're called Facts Only because we give you everything you need and nothing you don't when it comes to the SAT. So please enjoy the next video.
Fractions with exponents.
Hey everybody, it's Corey. I want to talk to you today about fractions with exponents. It's important. I'm wearing makeup. I really need you to pay attention for this. Good news is, if you can follow me through these 3 questions, you'll have just about everything you need for this pretty intimidating concept. A lot of students look at this and they've seen these concepts in like Algebra 2, pre-calc, and when they don't understand them, they feel like they're going to be found out for not paying attention in class. And what's really nice about these particular questions is the SAT pretty much stops at integers, and they're not going to throw a lot of decimals and other concepts at you. So if you can handle these, you should be just fine for the rest of the test. I want to start with a pretty simple concept, but one that I still get questions about. This is Test 3, Section 3, Question 3. If you need to pause and get the test from collegeboard.org, take a moment to do so now. We also have a link sheet at factsonlytestprep.com. All right. So this is a to the 2 over 3. All you need to know here is that the numerator is 2. Numerators make things big. And the power in the correct answer is 2, because powers make things big. That's kind of a simplified way to look at things. For the purposes of the SAT, it's actually quite sound. The denominator is 3. Denominators make things small. And the radical is 3. Radicals make things small. So powers make things big, numerators make things big, powers correspond to numerators, denominators make things small, and radicals make things small. They should correspond to each other, at least for the purposes of a question like this. D is the right answer. This is a much more difficult question. This is Test 2, Section 3, Question 7. Again, take a moment to download the test. We also have a link sheet at factsonlytestprep.com. This is x to the a squared over x to the b squared equals x to the 16th. This looks terrifying. It's a power on top of a power divided by another power on top of another power. Sometimes it feels hopeless. Let's look at a much more simplified version of a question kind of like this though. What if I said, what is x to the 7th over x to the 2nd? Whenever I show this to one of my students, they say, well, that's easy. That's x to the 7 minus 2, or x to the 5th. Nice, right? We just subtract our 2 exponents. You can do the same here with the exponents in question. We've got a to the 2nd and b to the 2nd. We're going to rewrite this as x to the a squared minus b squared. And we're going to set that equal to x to the 16th because that is what the ratio is equal to in the question. If x to the a squared minus b squared equals x to the 16th, we can say that a squared minus b squared equals 16, equal terms in the same positions. Here's where you're going to have to do something a little different. You're going to have to know about the difference of 2 squares. So if a squared minus b squared equals 16, it helps to think all the way back to like Algebra 1 and know that a squared minus b squared can be rewritten as a plus b times a minus b, and then set that equal to 16. If you can put those 2 steps together though, you're really in good shape, because the test then tells us that a plus b equals 2. So we can just substitute 2 for a plus b, and then when they ask us what a minus b equals, we just have to ask ourselves, what times 2 equals 16? Remember your times tables? 2 times 8 equals 16. So this isn't a question that you can answer all at once, but if you can put these steps together, you should be in great shape. Here is one more difficult question. Statistically, this is the toughest of the 3. This is Test 1, Section 3, Question 14, pause the video, take a moment to grab that. And here we go. 3x minus y equals 12. We're just going to leave that alone for a minute because where our eyes should go is to where we see 8 to the x over 2 to the y. What we don't have here that we had in the earlier question, we don't have common bases, meaning 8 is not the same as 2. We can't just subtract our two exponents. But what we can do is rewrite 8 so that it has a base of 2. Then we can subtract. It's true that 8 is equal to 2 to the third. Because 8 is equal to 2 to the third, we can rewrite this as 2 to the third to the x, we'll put parentheses there, all over 2 to the y. When we distribute the x into the parentheses, this is rewritten as 2 to the 3x over 2 to the y. Notice that now we do have the same base. Now we actually can just subtract. We can rewrite this as 2 to the 3x minus y. We've still got two variables in play, and if this were just a regular algebra question, we might have to do some other solving. But let's think back to what they told us. 3x minus y equals 12. We can rewrite this as 2 to the 12th. That's our answer. So again, it looks terrifying. You probably think that you need to do something with logs, again, that you weren't paying attention to back in pre-calc. They will not ask you to solve a question that involves fractions and exponents if they're not asking you to subtract those exponents. That's all they're testing you on. They might throw in difference of two squares. They might throw in changing the base from 8 to 2 to the third like they did here just to keep you from working backwards. But if you can combine steps, you should be in great shape. The answer is almost never D. This is slacker bait, so avoid that. Hopefully, this makes you feel a little bit better about this challenging concept, and I didn't put the makeup on for no reason. Have a great day, everybody. Hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Make sure that you like us and subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll get information on the new videos as soon as they're available. It helps us a lot. Also, visit us at factsonlytestprep.com. That's where you'll find links to the tests that I use in my lessons, along with some other resources that we prepared for you. Thanks and good luck.